Hey, welcome back to another episode of OUTSIDEIN.
Your go-to source for honest conversations about relationships and marriage.
So if you are ready, let's go.
Yeah, welcome back to another episode of OUTSIDEIN.
Yes. Kita dah nak penghujung tahun ni kan?
Betul.
Yeah, so we try to get as many people as we can. So today we have another guest.
Yes.
Husband and wife couple. For those yang tengah kat dalam TikTok live ni, dia mungkin akan tahulah siapa husband ni. Pernah nampak lah kat kita punya episode kan?
Betul.
That time dia grill kita akan grill dia hari ni malam ni.
Betul.
Yeah,
Tak balas dendam.
but before that,
Yes, Search is going to have a concert in Singapore organized by Muse Plus.
yes,
The concert Search FANTASIA BULAN
SALJU
SALJU.
pada 19 Januari pada 8 malam di Star Theatres.
Betul, dapatkan tiket anda daripada www.sistik.com.sg.
Yeah, dan gunakan promo code INSIDERSTAND untuk mendapatkan 10% discount.
Yes,
so get your tickets
see you there.
at the concert.
Bye-bye.
Bye you pula. Bye. And with that, let's introduce our guest for today.
Let's go.
Aan Manja and his wife Nurul.
Hello guys, hi. Thanks for having me once again.
Yes. Tak
Very
sabar nak grill dia hari ni.
Saya tak bersalah
Yeah, so today we have Farhan and Nurul. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
Thank
And pleasure to see you again.
Yes,
Been a
always.
while.
Pleasure is mine.
Yeah, so if
Alhamdulillah.
you've seen our episode, you would recognize Farhan lah. He was a part of Clockwork Hustle Inc., right?
Salah, Clockwork Hustlers.
Clockwork
Oh,
Hustle.
thank you.
Hustlers
Yes.
Inc.
Clockwork Hustlers Inc. Hustle is hustle. They are the hustlers.
Oh,
The
alright.
hustlers who hustle for the hustles.
Okay, alright. That's right.
Yeah,
so
so
today he's here with his wife.
so the reason why, if for those of you who do not know who Farhan is, why you don't know? Why you don't know? I don't know. No. Why you don't know who
no,
Farhan is
no,
yet?
no.
Yeah. So if you have listened to Clockwork Hustlers Inc. punya podcast,
Yeah.
Earn Morning Eat Morning, Farhan actually shared in his episodes that he's actually a house husband. Kan? He's a house husband. And then when I listened to their episode, I was amazed. And the first thing I went home, I was like, we need to bring Farhan to our show because this is something that is different and something that we have heard of it before, being house husbands in Singapore. But not many have been saying about it. Not many have been talking about
They're
it.
open about it. lah. Yeah.
And we have him, since he already shared about his life as a house husband on his podcast kan. Apa lagi kita punya podcast?
Yeah. We also want to know his husband. Want to know his wife's thoughts on it and how it came about and things like that.
Ya, lepas tu ada komen satu daripada Scar ni kan, kata sopan Farhan hari.
Betul. Belajar Melayu ya, sopan sikit. Yeah.
Tinggal buka ini je, buka apa ayat-ayat baca-baca.
Betul, silakan.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
shall we delve
Yes.
into it?
Boleh? Ready? Encik Farhan?
Saya ready. Walaupun nervous saya ready.
Okay, maybe before that, for those who do not know, maybe you can introduce the two of you. Maybe you can introduce yourself a bit first.
Can you go first?
Hi.
Yeah,
Oh,
of course.
okay. Hi, I'm Nurul, and I'm his wife.
Yeah, I thought you forget. I'm Farhan lah. Kita suami isteri yang dah berumah tangga selama 8 tahun. Alhamdulillah.
Masya Allah.
Dan dikurniakan 3 beautiful children. Yeah.
Tu, umur dia macam mana lagi?
6, 4 and 1.
6.1.
6, 4 and 1, yeah.
So from what we know, Farhan is a house husband. Nurul is the one doing a full-time job lah.
Yes, correct.
Maybe you can run through with me a little bit of just to give a brief background of what led to you becoming a house husband.
Yeah, you can start. I think you always, mold it in such a way is very nice. Yeah.
Beautiful story.
Okay, so we didn't start off this way. Okay, when we got married and had our first kid, obviously we were both working, so we took a helper. And what led us to this situation is because from the time that we took our first helper, which is about 5+ years ago, our luck with helper just
Wasn't there?
Yeah,
Bad luck.
not
just none of them stick. Paling lama pun macam 1 year, a few months gitu. Yeah, none of them want to continue to a point that kita got so sick of taking helpers.
Because you keep having to repeat the process
Yes,
of teaching and
and
learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, so COVID came we took helper again, buat perangai, and then we decided that because at that time kalau nak ambil helper it was difficult. COVID had a lot of restriction and it was very expensive. If you previously take a helper, you spend about 4-5K.
Oh, wow.
During COVID, it's 7 to 8K.
Yes,
Yeah,
just to
because
get
you
the
have like
clearance.
stay at home notice apa? Yang
quarantine
Isolation.
quarantine
Quarantine
order.
semua,
You
yeah.
have to pay for a lot of things like make sure they are vaccinated and all that. So it's very very difficult, very stressful, very leceh, pakai banyak duit. And at that point we have exhausted our savings.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be
Because
for travelling kan. Savings.
Yeah, so macam exhaust all of our savings sampai, I mean, to be honest, to take the last few helpers I had to loan from my mom.
Yeah, true.
The punya front
Upfront money.
lah. Because when you take maid or helpers, you have to pay their maid loan. It's about 3.5K lah. Average.
Wow.
Just that itself, itu tak inclusive of all the admin stuff and admin fees tau. So macam at that point I macam, you know what? It's so tiring. I'm so stressed. Then ada helper, you have to fix cameras at home.
Yeah.
Then you have to keep constantly look at the camera. You have to macam, anak aku okay ke? What is my helper doing? Like making sure that my kid is alive lah. You know, it's not so much on checking on her. It's just to make sure that my kid is okay. Then it was a lot of stress kat kerja, asyik tak tentram lah. So then I told him, you know what? Maybe you just quit your job lah.
Yeah.
Just quit your job. Of course we talk about it lah. I said at this point maid dah nak balik tau. So macam kita
No choice, right?
no choice. Yeah. And then we had I don't know how we had a grace lah for him to tender,
Then get
serve
used
the
to
1
life.
month notice first. Ada that grace. Then the maid go back. Then baru he started his
Daily daycare.
Interesting. I think people might have this question lah. I'm gonna ask you guys. Why is it
Me.
Farhan yang
Yeah.
berhenti kerja, not you?
Okay, we were being very practical about it. Okay, while working, I earn more. Okay, so it's only obvious that to make an immediate decision, the person who earns more will have to be the one that supports the family, right? I mean, I'm always okay kalau macam let's say dia cakap, okay, you quit your job, you stay home, I work. But I'm not the kind of wife who wants a husband who is not at home. Because let's say my salary is X amount, right? And this salary can tampung the whole family at that point and at this point. And then if he wants to earn my salary lah, or earn this X amount, he has to work 2-3 jobs.
He has to hustle.
Hustle, yeah. And then what's the point of having being married but I don't see my husband? He's busy, pagi kerja ni, malam kerja ni, and then after that, you know, and then he's always tired. It's like I feel like it's a very bad thing for my marriage lah.
Understand.
For me lah,
Yeah,
because I'm
Yeah.
You still need the presence of your husband beside you lah.
yeah, that's
Especially if
very
you-
important lah for me actually.
Yeah. Lagipun, I mean, looking after children is a tiring day-to-day affair.
Yeah, so I asked him first. I said it's not easy, you know, nak jaga budak, because we grow up dengan nenek kan dulu, everything women do.
Yeah,
right?
the generation kan.
Generation has being put so much. I mean, the generation, the time has put so much pressure on women to be the one who sustain the house. I mean, like upkeep the house, jaga budak, you know. And then suddenly now he has to do all that. Then I tanya dia dulu, you ready ke tak? You know, like
What
you
did I
boleh.
say,
You
no,
boleh.
I said no choice, right?
Yeah, at that point you cakap no choice lah. But
Yeah,
I have to make sure that you are okay with the no choice, you know. Yeah.
Kadang-kadang kalau dipaksa takut
Tak ikhlas.
That's why.
Yeah, then I don't want to impose lah on him kan. Nanti takut dia pun man kan. Takkan nanti nak rasa aku duduk rumah. Like, you know. But I told him what I felt lah, you know, about him having to go out and all that. So macam leceh. I don't want to think about macam kalau let's say kerja rider ke apa, you know, always on the road. Then I
worry
also,
will be there.
then I macam tak senang hati lah. So I said, never mind lah. If you're okay to stay home, then go ahead lah. And
That
try it out first lah.
That was for your first child. Second child.
Yes.
Second child, yeah.
Yeah.
Betul.
Masih ingat lagi kau punya cerita?
No.
Honor tak?
Bagus.
See, so when it happened, right, when it comes to it, you have to make a decision. Like,
Yeah.
what was going on through your mind?
It was more to the accumulation lah. Macam I'm thinking about me as a man having to face this, and also nak play the role of caretaker. I question myself. Aku mampu ke? Like memang okay to cook. I'm before this also I'm okay to cook, okay to clean the house, okay to food, but it's full time, it's different.
Yeah.
So macam bergolak macam bergolak your mind. Your hati pun tak tenang. Then I'll be like, how am I going to face this? Macam in-laws.
Pasal apa dia punya the idea that the man is supposed to be the one providing for the
At
family.
that point I didn't have a template answer to answer people. Macam kenapa kau duduk rumah? Kenapa kau yang tak kerja? Tak apalah, jangan tengok duit. Kau kerja, kau kena nafkahkan bini kau. That kind of So I was really deep in thought and how am I going to face this as a man, as a father, as a husband. So very tough. Beginning very tough. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand from what Nurul said. They are looking they're looking at that situation very practically.
Yeah.
Yes.
They had to macam there's no leniency of time or financials or anything like that. They just had to make a decision.
Yeah.
So kalau if you wanna see it from an emotional point of view, of course it's harder. But in that moment, you just had to do what had to be done lah.
Because we had such a short time frame
To come to
sit on it, deliberate about it. Tak ada time. Tak ada. Kita just had to what. Then macam next week already it has to happen. Then go je lah.
Okay, so bila when you first okay, kita cakap pasal your first time being a full-time husband. Husband pula, full-time house husband. When you left, selalunya dia punya image of the traditional image kan is always the husband wake up in the morning, the wife sets the kids, and then the husband goes to work.
Yeah.
This time around is the other way kan. Apa perasaan kau?
Nak cakap macam rasa martabat tu get slower. Ada sikit lah mula-mula ada macam I'm supposed to be like the Khalifah, right? I'm supposed to be the father. And now I'm the one yang buat bekal, masak bekal untuk isteri kerja, Then like saying goodbye to her at the door instead of I receiving that, kan. Then after she's gone, I thought like mula-mula ingat okay lah, should be okay lah kan. Buat ni kan ada time lah. Then after that everything just come to me like mandikan anak, dah pukul apa, Then anak punya perangai, then this kind lah. Then I'm facing the delays. Then she will text me like, how are you doing? Then if I don't reply, means they tahu I'm like my hands are full.
She went through it before lah.
Yeah, then after that I will once I get the chance, then I will tell her, okay, everything is fine. I'm on the way to school to send them. That kind. Then, but I guess I can't do it alone in terms of emotional pun tak boleh. It's always dia yang making sure that I'm okay. Keep checking on me. Keep giving me like alternatives. Macam if I say, tak boleh lah kejutkan diri, this kid I tak boleh bangunkan dia, like maybe you try that, you try this, you buat gini, tengok macam mana, or maybe you do this first, then after that you do this. So she's at work, but at the same time she's
becoming the consultant.
Macam ops room gitu kan, making sure that I'm working properly at home kan. Mula-mula macam gitu. That is the technical side of being a house husband. But nanti kalau anak-anak my kids dah kat sekolah, then I have time to cook or like do laundry, and nanti my mind just melayang.
Right.
That's why I question myself a lot, like, oh my god, macam mana boleh kat sini me as an individual lah, macam mana ni, berapa lama nak macam ni? I say like that.
But at that time, to soften the impact, I signed up my second daughter. So he was staying home to take care of the second child.
The baby lah.
She was, I think, about 6-7 months. No, wait. Around there. Then I said, you know what, just send to infant care. So he had a full stay home dad jaga anak seorang tu, because the first one go childcare kan. Okay. So he had like 3-4 months of purely staying at home with the kid before she starts infant care, because of the registration and all that.
It takes a while.
Yeah, it takes a while. So once he got used to having a kid, then the kid goes school. Then he also macam, okay, now I got free time.
He knows that time that was used for the care.
So macam it wasn't like all the way jaga sampai budak tu pergi
18 months lah.
18 months kan. So sekejap je. So I purposely do that also because I don't want to burden him so much lah. At that point macam okay lah, I can still afford infant care punya fees, you know, with the subsidy kan, working mother whatever. So okay, fine. Because the amount of the the school fees, the infant care fees dengan dia punya helper fee was the same. So I dah tak ada helper, so I use that fee to send the kid to school.
It's like a
So
replacement
macam
thing.
just to ease his burden lah, you know. And then we were like thinking, okay, then how do we go from there? Yeah, then eventually she went to school, then she went to playgroup sama sekolah dengan abang dia. They link up in the childcare.
Same childcare lah.
Yeah, then
It was
continue.
okay lah. I was getting used to completing my task dengan satu budak melekat tau. So that's the tough part, right? So I got through the toughest part first. So when she managed to go to infant care, then I had that time. So I excel in that time, I can finish my task or more than what I wanted to do.
Dia kan boleh gosok baju, boleh cuci baju semua.
Cadar semua settle tau. Masak semua, kira balik dah siap tau. Then I'm like, oh, what a breather. Okay, you know, it's this nice lah. I can cope with this lah, you know.
And now that you've been through that, right? Do you feel like you have a newfound respect for
Mothers.
Housewives. Yeah. In fact, I mean, not say tak ada respect terus lah. Ada, cuma tak faham tau. You know, when you don't feel it.
Pasal I feel like it's been it's been a stereotype.
Yes, correct.
An image or the stigma that women can do it because they are meant to do it.
We expect them to do it.
We expect, yes. That was the
Atau
expectation.
kalau dekat rumah the whole day buat chores, apalah yang penat sangat.
Betul.
Kan. And then also there's this I mean, women are born more emotionally, you know, they are
Nurturing
they're nurturing mother punya
Instinct.
instinct. Motherly instincts are different kan. And kadang-kadang as a man pun kita susah nak faham apa tu terjadi. But now that you are in the situation that this is maybe why women are supposed to be more caring, house apa ni
Daddy daycare.
more like
Domesticated.
Something like that. But now that you are being put in their situation, you know that these things come with a lot of pressure,
Yes,
a lot of
challenges.
as well kan.
Okay, so I'm just very interested. How is your day like in a day in a life?
Of course, the perfect one would be I wake up with her, you know. Then I mean, currently we have 3 kids, right?
Yeah.
So the first 2, they are okay sleeping themselves. Cuma the third one to sleep with us lah.
Okay.
So when she wake up, I need to wake up also and transfer the youngest one to the punya boy. And that's where I will then go over to the kitchen, buat kopi dia,
The breakfast yang
quick one lah,
the
like,
wrap.
simple wrap ke, sandwich ke. Tapi dia okay, dia tak pernah nak order kan. Dia macam, V, I tak sempat lah buat wrap semalam. Tak apa lah, roti je. That kind. So I'll still have something hopeful. I mean, what I aim lah usually. Nowadays jarang sikit because I struggle with my sleeping time. But
pasal
Podcaster
podcaster kan.
janganlah cakap gitu. But yeah, before doing podcast, memang that's the template lah, standard. So bangun tu, see her off, then that's where I will then buat apa yang perlu, like washing bottles daripada malam punya minum.
Baby bottle,
Yes. Then after that, I wake them up, shower them, siapkan orang and go.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind.
Would you say bila time you were on your maternity leave kan, when he started going to work, was the role similar in your but this time you were the housewife as a bila time maternity tu?
Okay, so I'm lucky in a sense that throughout my maternity for all 3 kids, I still had a helper. This latest one went home this year. Bila May.
End of May, yeah.
May. So I've never had a kid without a helper.
Okay.
Macam melahirkan
Ada
habis
orang tolong.
ada orang tolong. So the most challenging is because I'm breastfeeding. I mean I was lah breastfeeding, and then macam nak kena ikut rentak baby apa kan.
Dia
Then
lapar dia.
mana nak mana
Rentak
nak
baby. Sound like a song title.
rentak baby.
Nanti kita buat lagu.
Yeah, so I'm thankful that macam kecoh-kecoh nak cuci pump parts, you know, the breastfeeding pump lah, apalah, ni semua nitty-gritty stuff is all done by the helper. So macam I had time to focus on myself, on the baby, and also tolong-tolong untuk macam siap-siapkan budak-budak di sekolah, kind of thing. Yeah. So at that point dia pun masih kayu.
Air sampai sayur
Kayak sampai sayur.
Yeah, then so it's different now because it's entirely tak ada helper. And he is taking care until we are stretching it out. I'm not going to put infant care, now this time around because sempit lah. Macam I mean I don't want to squeeze out another 600, let's say 700 just for an infant care versus childcare, which is so much lesser.
Then CDA semua pun is not enough.
Yeah, correct. It's not enough. And then so I told him, is it okay if we don't put him in infant care? You have to jaga for 10 solid months. Compared to the 3-4 months before. 10 solid months with this baby. Boleh ke tak? I tanya dia. Then he's like, I did it before, maybe boleh lah.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I said, I did it before, I'm sure it's okay.
Kita logic apa? Statistics kan?
Yes.
I did it before means I can do it again. Right? But
guru ya.
Agree.
Agree.
But it's a totally different ball game.
Because you have a different child ke apa?
It's number one, I got one more child than previously. And jarak anak-anak ni tak jauh tau. So they are not fully independent yet.
Yes.
They still need me. So macam got one part tu like nak mandikan the first two, I really must keep the volume down low enough to not wake the third one up.
Right.
That kind of thing. Once the third one bangun, then
You
so
have to
kecoh already.
give your attention to them.
So kecoh. So macam is tough. It's to me, I not suffer lah, macam mentally challenging more now than previous time. I mean the one that I jaga anak kedua tu.
Yeah. Because the time you have the second child, you cover the second child, the first one okay.
Settle. And you have two hands. That's why I see it. Now anak-anak dah macam
Outnumbered
number of hands I have. So macam mana ni?
Pakai kaki lah.
Jaga lah.
But the fact that that time I remember I was texting Farhan also. And then he said, I asked him, tengah buat apa tu? Then he said, tengah marketing kat Sheng Siong.
In the morning, yeah.
Sheng Siong.
And then dia hantar gambar dia dengan anak dia. Then when I saw that image, I was like, this is an amazing sight to see. Pasal usually, we always see the mothers yang buat ni kan, but then you see a father dedicating his time as a father. Then usually for me, I go Sheng Siong to stock on things. Pasal kita 2 orang je kat rumah kan. But for him, he does it on a daily to get the things done, to get the meals prepared for the night.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, mashallah.
It's not easy to. Okay, just talking about marketing, not easy to just think about what to eat.
Yeah.
And you have
cook some
to cook. It's like you have to prepare 2-3 meals a day.
And it's worse if everybody eats different things.
Yeah.
So for dinner alone, I have to have 3. You know what I mean? Yang kita makan, yang anak first, second makan, and the third one makan.
Wow.
Plus what bekal usually she wants. I usually will just like cukai sikit lah. Whatever we have for dinner, you bring for work tomorrow cannot.
Belin-belin.
And I don't mind actually because I'm always about easing his affairs. Macam apa I tak pernah cerewet lah. Macam you nak masak ayam, masak lah. You nak masak udang ke? Nanti kadang dia tengok TikTok ada menu resipi kan. Nanti TikTok. Dia nak try kan.
Sama kita tengok TikTok.
Ni boleh Nari, boleh. Ni boleh ni. Then it's like sometimes sampai I feel like macam I dah sembarang sangat sampai dia pun tak tahu. Macam you give me idea lah.
We prefer kan, you tell me what you want for tomorrow, I know I can do it.
But the thing is, dia yang ada time nak tengok TikTok recipe, I tak ada. I'm at work and then I'm just like macam okay, kalau macam let's say terasa nak makan whatever, then I just cakap Nari masak ni lah. Then he okay.
Senang.
Tapi kadang dia kasih pun like, okay, you see this, you can, if you can, you cook. She still give the option macam kalau leceh sangat, macam kalau benda ni you kena rebus, goreng apa semua kan. Many stages kan. Then dengan anak tak lepaskan you, then you just do what's easy lah. Macam itu.
So you ni suka masak ke, pandai masak ke macam mana?
Suka makan, suka masak dan pandai masak, I tak nak judge.
But prior to being a full-time house husband, were you a regular cook ke? Was it your helper or your wife ke? Macam mana?
Our helpers never cook.
All our helpers.
I had 7 helpers.
Okay.
7 sis.
Yes.
Wow.
Only 6. Only 1 cook. The last one.
Okay.
The last 6 only masak for my kid.
Okay.
When I hire them, I tell them you don't have to cook.
Okay.
My main duty for you is to take care of the house and the kids punya keperluan.
Okay.
Like I need assistance in that. Don't bother about food. I mean, don't bother about cooking lah. Because we will cook. I sometimes kalau ada mood I cook lah.
So I love to cook since young.
Sama lah.
Yeah.
Replika.
Suka gila.
So naturally
Natural lah,
also,
tak pernah nak suruh dia masak lah.
Okay.
Macam ternampak sikit, tak skill lah, tak apalah, aku je take lah.
Kasih sikit.
Tak apa. Dia punya
Dia punya.
I don't win much lah.
Okay, this one I have a question. You both can answer lah.
Okay.
Personally.
Okay.
So you are in this situation, right? Orang luar confirm ada a lot of things to say, right? Have you gotten like side eye from like family members, friends, or whoever it is? And how do you feel about it?
Okay, honestly, my parents are supportive. Okay, my parents, at the beginning, every parent will worry, right? When we choose this decision, when we make this decision, every parent will worry. You know, my mom ever asked me, macam mana? Boleh ke girl? Oh, oops.
Boleh.
Boleh girl? Dia boleh girl?
I pun boy, you girl. Betul lah. Correct, right?
Dia cakap, boleh ke? You know, it's gonna be berat lah. You know, are you confident about this? You know, and stuff like that. Then I said, this is part of my usaha. This is part of me protecting my marriage, protecting my family, my nucleus, to make sure that we don't mencacar, you know, like macam I don't want to be in a position of desperation. Macam tak cukup nak beli makan untuk the kids, you know, like macam I still want everyone to be comfortable within my means lah, of course, you know. So macam to me, even if you give me the side eye, even if I don't bother. For me, I have the ability to just shut it out, shut those side eyes out lah. Yeah.
Lagipun dorang kalau side eye pun yang put the food on the table siapa?
Yeah, exactly. So macam ada juga komen, but mostly is from those yang tak rapat lah. Macam colleague. Macam, laki kau ni? Oh, your husband not working ah? Cakap, your husband doing what today? Your husband work? Oh, my husband stay home.
Dia punya reaction tu, you can tell.
Then I said, why cannot stay home? I said like that, why?
They are changing the narrative.
Yeah, and I said he's better at taking care of the kids. Then they keep quiet already.
Right.
Whether it's true or not lah. Tapi but I trust him all my life lah.
I mean,
sama je. I mean, honestly, yang important family. Family tak ada yang terus like tak agree ke apa, tak ada. They just in fact my siblings more like, you can do it lah, don't worry.
They're supportive of you.
To them, I come with the worry. Macam aku like share my worries lah. Boleh ke tak boleh ni, ya Allah, you know. I don't show her lah that much kan. I share my sisters. Then they will be like, okay lah, boleh punya lah, apa kau worry? It's okay.
One thing to note is my dad is from the older generation, right? So
kind of,
usually macam they have their thoughts about it lah, which I don't shoot down. I don't macam
benda-benda terbang ni.
Dia ada kawan hari ni.
jangan kacau.
Bulan. Attracted.
Yeah, so he has his thoughts. He macam, you know, he didn't tell me exactly, but he spoke to you, right? Macam like
Ada berbual juga.
Macam
Not really berbual, but
about it lah. Macam like
siapa? Ayah.
Ayah lah.
No, I that's the thing. See, you wanna receive anything, it is down to you. Negative ke positive, kan?
Okay.
So I think got one time tu I was changing. Itu first kid ke tak tahu lah. Dah banyak sangat tak ingat pula.
Wow.
Like I don't know whether the first one or second one. She asked me to like settle lah dia punya diaper, tukar lah. Then I wanted to change. I mean, then he happens to be around. Then dia macam, boleh ke Farhan, boleh ke? You know, but I don't receive it negatively. Like kau pandang aku macam mana? You know, but to me, boleh lah. Kita sekarang macam gini. In a way, I tell him nowadays father semua kena hands on punya.
Because dia dulu punya is apa-apa yang jaga kesihatan, kebersihan semua mak.
Yes.
Bapak playtime.
Yeah, but it's cute. It's cute to see him like he
You
pun
know
nak
why?
try. Then dia macam kekok sikit.
Yeah, you know why? Because at one point of time when I took my first helper, the first few lah, tengah switching tu, I had a 1 week of no helper. Both of us were working that time, first kid. So I had to ask my father. Between my mom and my dad dah retired lah. At the age where he was already retired. So he's doing part time. So but at that time, just nice rezeki dia, our rezeki is that he tak kerja, and I was still staying there. So I said, ayah, I need your help. Please, tolong jaga my son. You know, like, you know, boleh ke ayah? Then he's like, InsyaAllah. You know, then he's
Dia pun ada risau juga
dia
lah
risau.
kan.
Dia macam, what if the boy don't want to sleep with me. You know,
That
macam
kind.
tengah nap time ke, macam mana ni susu macam mana. Then you know botol kecil susah nak tengok numbers. You know, older people very difficult. Macam dekat jauh dekat.
Ini kalau cermin mata.
Yeah.
Alam ada ciri-ciri lah.
Yeah, so I had to like make markings and then told him how many scoop,
Tulis,
macam give simple clear indications lah, jadi senang untuk dia. So macam from there I feel like he has opened up, macam dia macam eventually after having 2 kids kan, nanti kadang dia offer nak ambil budak dari sekolah seorang.
After going through the few rounds of caretaking kan.
So dia macam, then it open up so from there macam semangat lah. I feel very warm, macam my parents they don't trash me.
They
and
adapt
they
to the change
adapt
also,
and they try themselves, and then dorang pun macam, my father is willing to do things to handle 2 kids alone, which previously I don't think he thought that he could, or he thought that he had it in him.
Dia macam if you think about it, dulu mungkin anak dia sendiri is like that traditional thing, right?
Mak dia yang
Father
jaga.
provide, mak dia jaga. But now with your kids, he has that experience now. He had the
experience
opportunity.
And he's 60 plus tau. For someone yang that umur gitu kan, to adjust themselves, they don't have to. They don't have to, but mungkin dia sayang cucu lah.
Tapi selalunya yang paling lebih menyayangi selalu dia atuk dan nenek lah kan. Selalunya they will pamper them in a different way lah.
Correct.
It makes us think, kenapa diorang boleh sayang cucu anak aku macam ni, time aku tak pula kan.
I scold my kid in front of them, I also kena scold.
Ya, betul.
Dulu mak mana kita boleh.
Kau lain, kau degil.
Sama, semua template answer. Do they have like a grandmother course ke apa?
Maybe.
Natural lah ni.
So
Agree.
whenever we like macam moral down moral low, penat ke for
Burnout,
whatever reason,
burnout.
burnout.
Yeah.
And it's easier to recover when we see them. So that means support system kita tu is sometimes stronger than we are. Then after that kita level up balik.
Yeah, sometimes
We gain
I
strength.
cannot take it, right? Then I will just text my mom, can the kids sleep over this
Yeah,
weekend?
yeah.
Okay.
Macam I really need to breathe. Macam I tak boleh, I penat, I'm very tired, like we are falling sick, and then we like, please mommy, you have anything on this weekend, or kalau dia cakap ada, then we work around it. Maybe they just bring them out for main jalan-jalan instead of sleeping over ke apa. Yeah, be like, but my mom rarely says no. I'm so thankful for that.
Alhamdulillah.
That's great lah.
Yeah, and whenever I'm in like macam financial issue punya, I'm in a financial rut,
strain sikit lah.
macam because of the helper kan nak ambil tu, she never said once macam tak payahlah kau, like I've never had any friction lah, macam resistance, tak ada tau. Macam my mother, okay, can, when do you need it? Okay,
She's very supportive.
She's very supportive. I told her like macam, okay mommy, this one I borrow this one, later my bonus ke apa kan datang, then I pay you off this kind. Then she said okay, can. So macam she will also nanti kadang nak ambil maid daripada agency nak bawa balik pun, she will turun because she drives to work, right? So she will meet us there and then she will get the maid. Yeah, so
Blessed lah. Kita nak cakap apa kan.
Yeah, I mean it's true lah. The saying, it takes a village
Yes,
to raise a
child.
huge village.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah for the good village.
I have a question for Nurul. Let's say lah, hypothetical je.
Tak pandai.
Kita dah start tu.
Dia dah bunyi.
Okay, maybe or not hypothetical, we leave it up to you lah.
Can, no problem. Yeah.
If let's say, for example, you are confident in Farhan looking after your children, was it because you knew that he had the fatherly instinct ke, or like dia terpaksa ke macam mana? Because like sometimes we've heard of stories where the fathers don't really are not really proactive in looking after their children. They don't setakat datang main sekejap 1-2 jam, okay, the rest is yours.
The bare minimum lah.
Bare minimum. Usually we hear stories of fathers being like that, right? But in your case, because it was a situation where you are earning more and all that. If let's say you knew your husband, you knew your husband can look after them, or he was being nurtured to be a father, macam mana?
Okay, at first I had my doubts lah, definitely. When we chose this path, I was like, I sendiri terfikir, I duduk fikir macam, boleh ke laki aku ni macam mana So that's why from the time when I gave birth to the first one, I make sure he hands on. budak tu ada eczema, very bad eczema last
It's
time.
not easy.
Yeah, it's
jaga
not easy to take care of baby eczema because they just scratch like nobody's business. He bled a lot. Oh my gosh. We had to do like wet wrapping, you know, like a lot of things that went down. So macam I constantly tell him, you must do this for his eczema, blah blah blah. So from there, because of how much management that is needed to care for this kid, so naturally dia dah join the wagon, you know, that just ride along ready.
To
so
put in the effort also.
yeah,
lah.
so the next time I tell him, lotion ke apa, tukar diaper. So tukar diaper means change diaper, wash the face, wash the hand, do the creams and all that.
It's
So
a
macam
whole step.
yeah, so dia macam dah tahu, you know, and then like what to avoid, like, you know, he don't know much lah. I mean, I'm talking about medical point of view okay, macam germs lah, whatever, hygiene, this kind of thing. Then I drill a lot lah. Kira I was very OCD about it at that time because my son, when he was born, dia ada hole in the heart. He had eczema. He had a bit of a haywire-nya thyroid levels at birth lah. At birth, he had allergies.
Wow.
Yeah, to eggs
Yeah, so macam a lot went down. So because of that, he has already been involved lah from the start. So from there, eventually, alhamdulillah, the boy now is thriving. He is free from allergies, from the same allergy, which is the egg allergy. His heart has closed. His
eczema pun dah
eczema is so controlled now.
so controlled, yeah.
The one yang you show the sticker tu
Is it
you?
Is it me?
What sticker?
What sticker
Sticker
is it?
yang the obsidian dekat
Oh,
obsidian.
Oh yeah, that's one.
that
That's
boy,
the first
that
one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it OUTSIDEIN?
Obsidian.
Ayah, what is this OUTSIDEIN?
Thank you.
Yeah, so I would say when the second kid comes and he had to be the one to jaga, my worry from the first one to dah turun to like 20% lah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, drastically. And I know he has it in him lah.
Good job,
macam
Proud of you.
I passed out the training school.
First one.
no, number one is he never questioned my ways.
I don't
So-
dare lah because everything is medical apa.
Not only
medical
that.
line,
medical line.
Not only that lah. I mean, some people macam, you ni leceh lah. Like macam, I make sure, you know, I will make sure things like macam, if you smoke, you come home, you change baju,
Yeah, he
you
told me about this.
mandi, then you go to the boy. Because he got lung stuff. You know, like lungs not so
Problems.
strong.
Correct.
Yeah, so I very
Particular
anal
lah.
about a lot
Yeah,
of things lah. So macam I think I was quite hard on him lah last time. And sampai my parents also can see. You know, my parents also macam, girl, kau quarantine sudah anak kau, girl? Tak payah bawa keluar. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Sampai ke
but
situ,
but that is because I know they don't understand. I tak ambil hati sangat lah. Of course at that time macam
First
walau
child.
nobody understand me. You know that kind of thing. But
faham.
first child, habis lepas tu, you know, like
Medical
budak ni not
conditions.
so well, and then like macam but eventually then because got one point he's 6 months old, he got admitted because of bronchiolitis. He had it very badly. No, he cannot breathe. His oxygen was so bad. He had to be fed through a tube. A lot of things lah. So I think everything happens for a reason. So hikmah dia is my mother, when my mother saw that also, dia macam okay. After that dia pergi nanny course
Then,
Yeah, she
nanny
did,
course.
man.
Because she want to better
Yeah.
herself in her knowledge in all
to
this.
look after your child.
To help lah.
to just have the
macam
knowledge first.
To have the knowledge. Yeah, then she started becoming more heightened about cleanliness, about hygiene, about, you know.
Dulu that one, he was born in 2017. That was obviously before COVID kan. You know people visit your child right, baru born kan. Dia letak
Sanitizer.
hand sanitizer kat dalam baby cot sebelah baby.
Nak pegang baby.
But during those time we receive tests, you know.
Oh.
I'm like, ni kenapa letak sini? Nanti orang tersinggung. Wah, sekarang sold out benda tu.
Tu dia.
Kan?
Betul.
You see how you know the world has changed, macam COVID lah especially kan. So I was
Open up the eyes.
telling her like, wah dulu orang tengok kita macam gila sih.
He also was like, really Abi, I just washed hand not long ago. But
That kind, you know.
But I saw your hand, you know. Okay, so I think this is a job hazard lah.
Job hazard.
Kat kerja I pun infection controlnya orang kan. So macam very particular lah. But I mean it was all for the own good of this boy lah.
Who's
kan.
having, kalau I mean in a way, if he didn't have any extra precaution, maybe would be
Makin
lax a
teruk.
bit.
Yalah.
Yeah. But because there was certain conditions with your child that you need to add on extra precautions lah, kan? But I mean pre-COVID also, but now that we went through all that, kan?
Yeah.
what would you say about the importance of being a father to listen to the mother untuk jaga anak?
I mean there's a reason why dorang punya martabat ni lebih tinggi daripada kita. And for a reason, number one, they give birth, right? And they carry the baby with them for the entire 9 months or even more. So kita punya ego ni kena set aside lah, to me lah. Kita tak rasa sakit, kita tak go through the muntah-muntah, kita tak go through the tak tahu nak makan apa, you know, those needing to go toilet every time nak release yourself tapi tak habis release, need to do it so many times. All this I see it, and sometimes ni kalau aku lah susah ni, you know, just to carry the baby. Tu baru carry.
Belum lagi.
Then when because you know, like kita have good times together and we have fun, we see kita punya smiles kan. Then kalau sedih. Nanti kalau gaduh, wah very fierce. Then when it comes to the delivery suite punya scene, it's very bad to the point that she can go, you know. Yeah. She can go just nak teran anak keluar tau.
It's a 50-50.
What if she goes now? Aku nak buat apa ni? You know. So sakit beranak ni pun, that's why they are the one, you know. InsyaAllah you are the one also. And yeah, so to me itu non-negotiable.
Yes.
So apa salahnya kita give them the upper hand a bit, in a sense, kasih orang sikit lah. Kita ni kita deficit sikit lah. Terima. Macam gitulah. That's how I macam go through my marriage lah. Tak ada macam aku bapa aku pun ada, you know, ada rights.
I'm the father, I'm the man of the house.
I pun ada kawan-kawan nak keluar, nak lepak ni kat luar, you know. Tak. Tak semua. So to me, I always try to put myself in a shoe. The pain that I can only see but not feel.
We can never feel it.
Can never feel it.
No
Tak pernah pun. Nanti dia tanya, you tahu tak sakit dah macam mana? Macam mana? Macam gini-gini. Tak tahu.
I cannot imagine.
You nak describe macam mana?
Nak setakat talking about period pain pun kita pun tak tahu. Kita rasa cramp kat kaki dah cramp. Apa lagi dia orang
yang lalak kadang kan.
So make fun of me so we can never understand the pain of what women go through during childbirth tau. Whatever experiments that's being shown kat some TV shows, they say you can do this and then you can feel the pain, but it's not the same. Badan dorang berubah and all that. Badan dorang semua there's changes in the organs apalah semua. So like and the thing is they are more connected to the child through the 9 months also. And they know motherly instincts. They have the motherly instincts. So sebagai seorang lelaki ni, I think the thing that we need to remember is that we are all we are all lelaki ni tumpang aja dorang punya.
In a way. So to me, like playing this role with my kids is actually a minimum tau. Minimum je. Kita banyak nak kena catch up dengan kita punya isteri tau. To me lah. In terms of all the pain, the sacrifices. Banyak sangat. Tak boleh. In fact, we cannot, right? There's no way that I can tell her, next year my turn pula give birth. Tak boleh. Right? Tak boleh kan?
Bestnya kalau boleh.
It's impossible. It's impossible. So the typical things like what I think my peers have struggled is bangun tengah-tengah malam buat susu, then macam tolong be there, support your wife during the breastfeeding times. Breastfeeding ni orang tengok kau saving bla bla bla, right? That one you see the financial side. You see, but the barang-barang dia tak tahu tau. And every time dia dah pump, you punya the dedication that you need to put in to make sure that it's sanitized,
like to make sure you
bersih store properly, dry it,
macam tak contaminate. Then you know dalam fridge pun you kena separate from other foods. You know macam
tu, and then dia punya kadang ada frustration, macam baby tak boleh latch properly, and nangis tau. So kita nak buat apa
Kita tak boleh.
Aku tak ada tau benda ni. Aku nak explain kat kau like maybe you letak cara gini and tak boleh. So I just
pun tak boleh kan?
I just stand there and I ask myself, kalau aku buka mulut ni nanti she can either be worse, lagi marah, or
dia boleh terima tak kita
aku diam tapi I just be macam just like tap her back, you know, you need anything to make you feel better.
I like to use that word.
That's the support because itu general loh Yan.
Yes.
That's how you go into something yang kau tak sure actually.
Correct.
People like ask you cakap apa macam customer service, do you know how to do this? You don't say I don't know. You say
let me check.
The same concept. What do you need? Is there anything that can make you feel better.
Yeah.
In a way to say I don't understand this, so you tell me what you want.
Yeah. Yes.
So he becomes the runner.
Runner, whatever you call it lah.
Tolong ambil ni, tolong.
And dia punya block ducks and all that, bro. Demam.
Apa?
We need to do the rescue.
Demam susu
We need to do the rescue. You know I don't have to describe lah.
Tak payah
The
lah.
rescue job That point of time when she asked me, B, I really got no other way to release this. I need your help. Then I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to do this, but I have to do this.
Nak
Tutup
kena
mata.
belajar.
Tutup mata and do it lah.
I don't think they know what you're talking about.
Really ah?
Belum lagi ada anak kan?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That means I have to physically unblock the blockage.
I see. I understand. I think I
Okay.
understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So correct.
Faham.
So macam
Extracting the clog from the sauce lah. So he has to do it.
You know?
Oh, serious
Because as a adult,
Okay.
your suction power from your own, you can suck harder, you know.
Correct.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Bro, I didn't grow up into go into a marriage knowing that I would probably need to do that.
Betul.
Right?
Yeah,
We do it when we have the mood to tweet and all that, you know. But this is a serious issue where she's crying and she's
She's in
having a
pain.
temperature, demam.
Yeah.
And
You need to do something to
I need
help
to
her.
do it
Yeah.
as fast as I
That
can.
is the last resort lah. Because I tried pumping lah, tangan
tak jalan
lah, apa
juga.
semua tak boleh. Then I make the baby feel like suck it out.
That
But
was
then the baby
shocking. That was
cannot.
shocking for me. Something
I
new.
gave him basin, you spit it out.
I mean, not trying to make it very gore lah, you know, but that's what happened.
Yeah.
So I say, possible lah. Next time I don't want to do it again lah, you know.
Pasal it's
Kesian
I
lah,
don't
bro.
want to go through
Yeah,
that
I know,
again.
but try to manage it lah, not to the
Yeah lah,
point where
correct lah,
I need to
correct,
help you, that kind lah.
Masya Allah.
So to me, again, it's just minimum.
See the different martabat seorang wanita tu
Different lah, tak boleh sama lah, bro.
So for you to be taking over the role of the caretaker is does it lift the burden off you tak in a way?
It does really. I have a peace of mind at work. My camera semua dah mati tau kat rumah. Yang CCTV tu semua.
Wire tinggal.
Camera tu dah dead already. And then like I don't even bother to macam like if I don't have to text him, I don't text lah. So but I know my kid is safe. My kid is not harmed. I mean it's his kid what. So I'm sure he will know how to take care of his own kid kan.
So in a way, daripada dulu you were so worried about your child's well-being with the helper. Now that you know that your son pula, your husband is capable of looking after your children from the first to the second to the third now, then you are really more comfortable.
More calm.
More calm. Masya Allah.
Kalau ada helper dulu asyik terpakit terlolong.
Plus, anything emergency, I'm the first one, right?
Yeah.
Unless it's life and death.
Yeah.
Kan? So in a way, I'm also contributing to her work by giving her the peace of mind. Tak payah ambil urgent leave, tak payah ambil MC sana sini yang tak perlu. So to me, I protect her career as well by doing a good job at home.
Right.
Yeah.
So dia punya
Yeah, this one sensitive a bit but I want to ask Farhan. Right.
Let's go.
Ada tak orang kat luar tu cakap, kan ni kau lelaki, kan nak kena bagi nafkah dekat isteri. So what do you usually respond to that?
Anjat geger.
Mula-mula kalau tak tahu ni tak tahu nak jawab, right?
Yeah.
I'll just say it's something that we agree upon. I just use that as a easy answer starter. Then I will always go back to my sisters. Kenapa orang cakap gini? Then after that I say what to answer in terms of agama Facts apa? I need to be the one nafkahkan dia, baju dia, pakaian dia, makeup dia yang ada, whatever lah keperluan dia. I have to be the one no matter what. If not akan diperhitungkan. Then lama kelamaan I don't know lah, I'm not out to say yang apa aku dah tahu ni is correct, fully correct, but I ask around and people say kau jangan lupa ni pun ibadah tau. Ni ibadah kau. Mungkin sekarang waktu kau is this. You cannot provide. It's okay, but you are providing much more at home.
It's a form of
so jangan hinakan diri kau sangat lah. Like you need to see yourself in a higher pedestal ke apalah, in a sense. Jangan feel so down by people yang tak faham, people yang always follow by the book. Laki kena ni means laki kena ni.
Tanya ustaz kan?
Yeah, we did, but I forgot the answer.
Alamak.
No, okay. I think I roughly remember Ustaz said something
thank God.
like
Most of the time.
Ustaz said something like macam isteri you redha.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Isteri redha tak. And what is the agreement? You know, it cannot be based on dendam, dengki. You know, macam aku dah tak dapat nafkah, aku pergi lah cuci baju. You know, that kind of cannot be like that.
Yeah, I always had that fear sih. I always had that fear tau. Is the mula-mula tu the fear was so real that yalah, korang terimagine kan. What if let's say on a bad day she woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Then she will say, you kenapa sih? I yang kerja apa, you tak boleh buat ni apa? You know what I mean? I always
Have you ever said that?
No, I said imagine.
No, I asking you.
No.
Never lah.
Obviously that's the
Check. Seram weh.
that's the work of syaitan lah to me.
Yeah.
You know, like the macam pessimistic side of me would think that nanti baik-baik, engkau sekarang semua indah, nanti when the times are bad, she will turn back to you and she will question you being, you know, how are you being a man, macam mana. Jangan layan lah, to me jangan layan, just focus on doing your responsibility well. And if everybody is good, everybody is healthy, isteri pun happy, then the marriage is fine to me.
Yeah, because the marriage is working because you both are the ones in it. Orang lain is just nak tambah-tambah, tambah arang ke, tambah api ke.
Diorang cakap senang.
Yeah,
They just have to shoot a comment, say it then and they go home.
Yeah, and then buat kita fikiran.
Then it's like I tell him a few times. I said, if I don't mind, why would you? I said, you fikir. What does it bring you? More stress. But I redha, I told him, I redha, and I have never been so calm in my life. Okay, a little bit about me is I'm very, how to say, I need to have control over my life, over things. Okay, last time younger time control freak control freak in the sense that my life has to be like this. I want to go travel by this year, I want to go this place, I want to do this, I want to do that.
Nak capai impian gitulah.
Yeah, and you know, Allah showed me that no, you're not the planner, I am the planner. Everything just poofed when I had my second kid. The news of me being pregnant with my second kid just broke me down because
Tak
it's like
sengaja, is it?
we didn't plan for it, number one. Because that year that I was pregnant with her, I was already planning to go holiday. Yeah, macam finally I'm a travelling person lah. I like to travel.
What do you call it? Wanderlust.
Wanderlust.
Dia suka.
Yeah, I like to travel. So macam travelling is very important to me. Macam after I beranak, I seksa already, right? Next year I want to go. I want to go New Zealand lah. Then I'm like, okay, kita save, kita plan Okay, sekali pregnant. Wow, I cried like nobody's business. I cried because the pregnancy number one was difficult. Number two is unplanned. Difficult pregnancy maksudnya muntah-muntah, sakit badan, like very terrible lah. So macam then after that we just didn't have the opportunity to go and then you know and then after that I felt like so hard on myself. I was so hard on myself. I was like, why? You know, I keep questioning myself. I probably didn't even tell him lah, but you know, at some point I was killing myself. You know, macam I just cakap macam apa aku nak buat, like why can't I have control over my life? You know, so macam I felt very out of place. It was very difficult for me to accept the pregnancy, not because I didn't want a baby. It's just that it's not in my plans.
Right.
It's not in my
timeline.
Macam apa ni, you know. But I was so I felt very sinful for that lah. I minta maaf banyak dengan Allah. I cuma cakap sorry for feeling
back. Like, how do you feel now?
So getting to that, from then on I let go. That's the first time. Yes, that's the first time in my life I used the word tawakal.
Yeah, I saw the change, correct.
I redha. For the first time in my life, I felt redha in my heart.
Masya-Allah. Peluk sikit.
Ni dia.
InsyaAllah.
Yeah, but it was a very big change for me. I said, you know what? Don't think about anything else. Don't try to plan anything. Everything will fall into place. And I became a believer of that. I grew a lot of guts I tried to let go slowly. Macam okay, tak dapat ni, okay, tak apa. I used to take rejection, not rejection, macam how to say, macam if plans don't go my way, I used to take it very hard.
Okay.
You know, like macam I didn't get it. You know, what did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? You know, but ever since then, I slowly redha. Then the mates didn't work, right? Another big challenge. I'm like, I did what every employer did. You know, I kasih cukup makan, kasih cukup tempat tidur. She sleeps alone, you know.
Privacy, tak share dengan sesiapa.
She doesn't share. Yeah, dia tak payah masak, dia tak payah apa. You know, you just have to do what I tell you, macam your duties are lah, kan. Pun the helper tak menjadi. Dan Allah just want to show me that, you know, you are not in control of your life. You know, I am. Only if you trust me. Yes. So sure. I started to, okay, cut it out lah. Nurul, scrap your attitude, you know, and just relax lah, tone down a bit, you know. Come, let me handle your life, you know. Then I slowly I open up, I welcomed it. It was difficult, but I struggled silently. Actually, a lot of these are silent struggles. I've never really told him about it because he was also struggling with macam, I'm not contributing to the family. I'm not contributing.
As a husband.
How you know, macam I tak contribute apa to the expenses of the house. Dan nanti macam bill tinggi lah, boleh tak macam.
One of the hardest thing that being a house husband, sorry, I cut you. It's not about having to clean the house when all the 3 kids are at home, having to go through what to cook, having to clean the fan at ungodly hour. It's not that. To me, the toughest of not being the one that brings back the bacon is when I tell her, like, I need to ask for like I need to go Sheng Siong. Can I use your card?
Yeah.
Bro, sampai sekarang bro aku tak.
Susah kan?
Susah. Bukan tak tu. If you say it's ego, then so be it. But to me, kalau aku ada ego tinggi, I will never ask lah in the end, right? But in the end, I know that she has the money, what? I have to ask. But I don't go like demand. You know?
Memang nak tanya
Kau
tu
tahu
pun
apa aku tak kerja?
lah.
Kasihlah ni kali. Don't put me in a position where I need to ask. You know? But no, I never see it that way. I always say, is it okay I use your card for this? Is it okay I buy this today? Is it okay if I go do marketing, right? Then I go buy 1 apple juice for myself. Kau faham tak? I say macam segan lah. Walaupun isteri ni, kita sama-sama kan.
Pasal is the idea of we are the husbands kan.
Kan?
Yeah, dan
So
kadang-kadang nak
you're fighting.
minta.
You're fighting.
But because in your unique situation is that the money is the source of income is coming from only one person, which is Nurul.
Yeah.
So there's no other way. Takkan you want to go out and beg for money kan?
Yeah.
It has to be done one way or another. Apa? Yeah.
So
I used to be annoyed when he asked. Like, pergi je lah. Like macam
the
you dah
fact that
nak
he asked,
macam B boleh beli ni, acap B just buy what you want to buy.
Masya.
You know, selagi ada rezeki tu. And dia bukan minta iPhone.
Dia minta apple juice je
Dia
kot.
minta apple juice, bukan Apple produk lain kan. Kan. So I cakap belilah sayang. Oi, just buy, you know what you want. Macam sometimes saya pergi nampak benda snack happy-happy. Nanti dia beli tadi I beli ni. You know, it's like he feels guilty and I can see that, you know. So
tapi nanti I also will get something for you lah without you asking. Macam nak soften the blow kan. Coklat kan dia suka, aku ambil lah.
So macam I tell him, you know, don't feel bad about this because this is a decision we make together. Yeah, if you tak pakai duit I untuk beli seng-seng ni barang, nak pakai duit siapa? Kan? So you just go lah.
But it's tough to tell your peers.
Is it?
Not many people will understand.
They would not be.
Let's say you ask me out nanti kita pergi makan lah. Siapa? Let's say I got nothing in my pocket I need to ask money to go and eat with you.
Okay.
So I won't tell you this until you are in my position. Then I can tell you lah. But if not, I will just say I'm not free today, sorry.
Yeah.
You know. Kalau nanti aku terus terang, nanti orang cakap kau kental apa kau. No, it's okay to say that, but can you understand me or not? Cannot, right? And I save you.
Do not want to.
I save you from this position. It's okay.
Right. Pasal memang tak senang lah. Sebagai seorang lelaki pun, kita pun I mean at times also when I was in situations where I don't have the the financial backing
the means,
the means to go, even play futsal ke apa, for example. Then I say, sorry bro, aku tak boleh pergi ni.
Yes.
Then like if let's say I were to just say, oh sorry bro, aku tak ada duit hari ni then nanti dia kata tak apalah, aku bayarkan dulu gini-gini, and then I'll feel bad. Then but I don't like that kind of personally I don't like people to say nak belanja just for me to be there. If I say I don't have the money, means I don't have the money.
Correct.
But I do not want to tell them that. So I'll just tell my wife, for example, example of futsal, you my friends ajak I futsal, tapi I ada sempit sikit lah this month. Okay, I tak pergi lah. Then say, you sure? You want? Then usually she will like, you know, I give you lah. You go and go play soccer. Then say, tak nak. That money can be used for something else.
Yeah, pasti like you know, tak apalah.
Yeah, but we as wives, we want them to be happy, right?
We want them to be
happy.
You want us to play ball, right?
Play ball better, not.
No, play girl.
Oh no, play girl no. I feel like personally listening to your stories, right? I learned one thing is that like Nurul shared just now, Allah's plans are the best.
Yes.
Right, everything dah ditentukan, correct?
Yeah, correct.
And the thing is, I believe also our marriage ni kan dia ada phases.
Yes.
We are constantly evolving as people. The more we open certain doors, we get more opportunities, and our quality of life will improve. And then we go on to another phase, and life will get better. So, I think this is a phase that insyaAllah Allah takkan uji dia punya hamba.
Yeah, to the point. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so I think every marriage will go through phases and phases. It's very unique to each couple, but in that moment tu I'm sure kita semua belajar a lot about ourselves, about our partners,
Correct.
what we need,
But
what
I
we
think
don't need.
the biggest impact that I've heard is the one being tawakal. I think that one is really
Actually, before she go through that period where she learned about this, right? I'm not a more agama, you know, lagi
Not so
tinggi
pious
belajar. Tidak. Maksudnya tu, my life it was such a way not like hers lah, kan? Dia kan very principled and very proper and all that, right? OCD. So I'm opposite tau. So I try to tell her,
tak apa.
it's normal kan kalau kita comment and downplay something that is serious to her, then macam mockery kan.
Yes.
So I don't know how to come in. So I tried, then she cannot, you know. She cannot. I'm trying to tell her things happen, you know. Sometimes you have to let go. I cannot make her understand. So, yalah kita, what's the next best thing is you just doa lah.
Yeah.
Then Allah kasih
Kasih dia hidayah.
kasih dia go through all that so that she learns, you know, let go, tawakal.
Wow.
To a point where macam sekarang kalau he hit a
Roadblock lah.
She will use it on me.
I'll be like, tak boleh lah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'll be like,
Yeah.
Like
don't
maybe
harp on the situation. I told him already. I said, there will always be another way for you.
Wow.
I've never felt so zen, you know. no, that's the word, right? They call it like macam I've never felt like dulu I'll be like, tak boleh macam ni. Okay. I you know, last time when he starting and he job hop a bit lah. You know, I'll be like, okay, no, you go do this, you go try this, you go and then he try and then he didn't like it ke apa ke, then I'll be like, you know, so but after everything, the zen dah masuk, dia dah float. Then
Different person now. Automatically
I
she becomes more patient.
More patient, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I dulu barana actually. Panas barana. Yeah,
So
but I become
siapa-siapa yang tengah baran tu redha dulu, buka hati awak kepada Allah.
tak senang sih.
Tak senang. It's not easy lah. I mean, especially when you are being when you've been a person with plans, you know, you grew up like that kan. To be able to just let go, susah.
Dia punya plan is like, I tahun ni, kita nikah, I sambung sekolah, ambil degree tahun ni, then anak keluar this year. Oh, that kind.
Yeah, I had a 5-year plan. I had 5 plan.
Wow.
Kahwin
Macam
kan?
government kita belajar kan, fire plan.
Betul. So,
Master plan ni apa? Master plan.
and at that point, it happened according to my plan. 2015 kahwin, 2016 belajar, ambil advanced deep. Advanced deep. Then 2017 ada baby, beranak. 2018 dapat kunci.
And it happened.
Everything fell into place. And I'm like, okay, time for next 5 years.
Patutnya when things happen like that, you'll be like, you know, you more bersyukur dengan Allah lah kan.
Kita
Bersyukur lah,
doa
yeah.
for it and then it happen kan. Ni tak become more strong headed kan.
Yeah, then
It
I'm
means
like,
what I'm doing
okay.
is correct. I should still stay like this.
Right.
Ya, macam okay 5 more years. Okay, so sekarang dah ada first kid kan, dah dapat rumah kan. Okay, next year kita pergi holiday. Lepas tu kita pergi sini. Lepas tu ni, lepas tu wow, then the moment the second one pregnancy, I found out.
That's the one.
Everything fell apart. Yeah.
It's like, nope, I'm the maker.
Yeah, that's why.
But I feel like you guys really a healthy married
Alhamdulillah.
couple lah. You
Alhamdulillah.
support each other and macam really emotionally also. I think it's very important. You are there for each other.
And then I'm from what we are seeing, their communication.
Yeah.
It's amazing lah.
Yeah, we are both talkative. But somehow we need to get our voices heard lah. I mean our own voice heard lah. Masuk selit-selit je. Better hear. Kan lah.
So why not we ask them to leave a message or two lah for the
Dah
for
biasa
the
dengar
other
kan?
person.
Let's go. Boleh lah, for each other lah.
Apa dia? Apa dia?
Yeah. So I will give you the next few minutes to share some messages for your own partner lah. For you to show your appreciation all these years of hustle together.
Betul.
And yeah.
Okay.
Siapa nak start dulu?
Silakan. Yang cantik dulu.
Thank you, B.
Okay. Take your time. Remember when I told you guys about the thank you B? Yeah, this is a thank you B lah. It's the thank you B and nothing else.
InsyaAllah.
Yeah.
I wish we can have a better life.
We are having a good life.
I mean, realize our dreams, you know. We've always had dreams, plans, so many things we want to do. But I know now is not the time. And I thank you so much for not giving up. You know, even though I know you have every chance to just say, you know what, I don't want to stay home anymore. You can always tell me, I penat jaga budak. I tak cukup tidur. I stress. I really thank you for not saying it's enough. You know, macam dah sudah, I tak nak. You know, even though it's so tough. And if we were to reverse roles, we've spoke about this before, right? I can never do half the things you do.
No, man.
I swear. And I'm so thankful that you never once merungut. You know, malah you manjakan I lagi. You know, you give in to me. You give in to my whims. You know, sometimes, most times. And I'm so thankful that I have you as my husband. You know, I've never regretted the day that I married you. And I thank Allah, and I hope Allah bring us to Jannah together as a family.
Amin.
Where we can live like this happily forever and ever. InsyaAllah.
Amin.
Cengeng susah orang cengeng.
Farhan, silakan.
Kalau I hidup 80 ke 100 tahun pun I tak rasa dapat balas balik you punya sacrifices for me. Yes, I never ask for the big stuff and all that, but at the same time you tak pernah fail to always shower me with love and shower me with materials yang you won't be bringing over, after we die. But you know that I like to dress up sometimes, right? So you want your husband to look good as well. Tak pernah cakap biar I want this t-shirt, but you still want to get it for me. Ada nampak you on the bed giving birth 3 times, and every time it doesn't get easier for me to telan. And I tak boleh bayar balik all your jasa you. You have gone through difficult times in my life. When my mom passed away, you were there. In fact, my father passed away pun you were there. My grandparents passed away, you were there. So to me, ni dah last lah. Kalau Allah ambil you dulu before I, then
I hope so. cannot see you die. I mean, I don't want to sound corny, but you know,
But for that, yeah, I hope I go first.
we challenge scissors paper stone.
MasyaAllah.
Yeah, thank you so much again. If I have a chance to start all over again from the akad nikah moment, I wouldn't change a thing because I think all the difficulty, all the highs and the lows, tu yang, you know, bring us to where we are today.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Allah, MasyaAllah. Beautiful,
Masya
beautiful. Wah, bila Nurul start nangis, I cannot.
I cannot. I also cannot. How?
Aduh.
Guys, we hope that you took away so many insights, so many lessons and their experiences as your iktibalah for your own selves, and may this episode benefit all those.
Yang
out
penting, whatever works for your marriage, don't let others say otherwise.
Betul.
If it's working for you, keep doing it. Keep working on your own marriage and build on that trust that you have for each other.
Betul. Orang tu tak ada dekat dalam rumah tangga you.
Yes.
They don't have any say.
Yes.
You know? Ingat tu.
Aku penat
Sorry,
tau. Minggu ni aku banyak nangis.
Minggu ni banyak nangis. No, it's okay. Okay, tak apa. I payung.
Terima kasih.
So thank you Farhan. Thank you
No
for
worries,
having
no worries.
us,
Our
for
pleasure.
being so vulnerable and so open, for
Thank
sharing
you.
your story. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, thank you for the opportunity to the both of you.
And definitely this is we keep in touch, of course. After this, this is just the start of our beautiful friendship lah, insyaAllah. Lagi 6 traffic lights away kan.
yes.
InsyaAllah. We'd love to see your kids one day also.
InsyaAllah.
No problem. Welcome always to our place.
InsyaAllah. Okay. Before that, jangan lupa guys, pergi ke www.sistik.com.sg untuk menyaksikan Search pada 19 Januari pada 8 malam di Star Theatres.
Jangan lupa gunakan promo code INSIDERS10
untuk
to get
mendapatkan
10% off your tickets.
Yes, 10%. It's not a small amount, it's a big amount,
it's a
10%.
big amount.
Okay, we'll see you guys there on the 19th of January, the Search at Star Theatres.
Yeah.
With that, let's wrap it up. Well, we have come to the end of another heartwarming episode. Aku nangis lagi hari ini, Masya Allah. But kita akan jumpa lagi. If you like what you have heard, if you like what you have heard, don't forget to like, share, subscribe on all of our socials on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube and Spotify. Spotify, rate our Spotify, like our YouTube, subscribe. Semua gala-galanya. Semua gala-galanya.
Thank you. Until then, see ya.
See you. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.